Alright, we are back, and this is at the container gardening area that I have set up. And just wanted to do this to give you guys some ideas on how I do my container gardening, and just to show you some progress. These right here are cherry tomato plants that I've got, and if you'll notice, we're getting some blooms on them, so they're doing pretty good. And you see I've got my stakes set up there for my plants. These right here, this one and these two are new. I just put those in, so waiting for them to green up a little bit. And here's some more. This one right here has got got some blight issues going on, so I may actually have to tear part of that one out. It's not doing too good. Those are some more. I planted some strawberries in here, but I don't think they're going to come up. And if they don't, that's okay. That's fine. Over here, I've got more tomatoes. These are regular tomato plants. Those two are getting pretty big right there. And these are some more. These are some heirloom seedlings that we got that we're just starting. And you see on some of these I've got a little bit of blight issue, so a couple of these may have to be taken out as well. But some of them are doing pretty good. So over here we've got cucumbers, and we started these out as little seedlings, and they're starting to do pretty good here. This one, he's taking his time, but he's doing a little better. This one here. And what I've done, just maybe a tip for somebody, is I put these in pots here, and if you'll see these, this is basically like hog wire, pin, like hog pin wire, and I have just put those in the pot and put them up, and you can see I've got some stakes. I tied some stakes to this just to give it some stability, because we do get some high winds here, so that will give that a little stability. Over here in this bucket right here, and in this one right here, these are squash, and I planted these directly from seed into the pots, and they've actually done quite well. So I'm going to give them probably about another week, and then I'm going to transplant these either into bigger pots or just into the garden, the main garden. Right here, not that you're real interested or anything, if I can find him, that right there, that's a pest right there. That's a red wasp. We don't like those. Alright, let me move over here, show you some more stuff. This is my pepper plants, and you see something here, just a little tip that I'm learned and I'm trying this year. This is just a regular cement block here, and I've planted some pepper plants in there. And I just basically filled the holes up with soil and planted my plants in there. So the thing about this is that you do have to keep these watered pretty regularly. And I've never tried to grow them in a brick block like that before, so we're going to try this year. And these are all bell peppers, by the way. All of these. So, and they're coming along quite nicely. Right here, again, you can see the hog wire stabilized. I planted some green beans in here from seed, and I just planted these the other day. So actually, oops, there's one that's uncovered there. So these aren't coming up yet. I'm going to wait and see if those are going to come up. And over here, we've got banana peppers. These are all banana pepper plants, and some of them are doing quite well. Some of them aren't. This one you can see we've got right here, we've got some buds coming on, so they're doing pretty good. Over here we've got one that's blooming out, if you can see that. So these are doing pretty good. We're going to wait and see. One more thing over here. This is, I planted some lima beans in here, and I'm going to wait. I've got one little tiny one coming up, just starting to come up, but I just planted them Probably about 5 or 6 days ago, so I'm still waiting for them to germinate. And you can see what I did is I took some hog wire and I just made me a trellis there for that. So anyway, all right, to keep this from getting too boring, that's basically about it. Let me swing this around and see if I can get my finder to work here. One thing I was going to tell you guys, if you're doing container gardening, one thing I learned this year is that it's really important to use good soil. I went the cheap route and bought just some cheap Walmart potting soil and humus and topsoil and mixed it all together, and I don't know what the problem is this year, but the Walmart cheap stuff sucks this year. It basically was clay and it almost made cement. Is what I likened it to. So I was having problems with some of my plants growing. So what I would suggest is that you guys I switched over to Miracle-Gro potting soil and garden soil, and that's what I would suggest for you guys if you're using containers to grow your stuff in this year. It's still not too late to put stuff in. You can still get a lot of stuff grown this year in containers, so just remember to keep them fed and to keep them watered quite often, because in the containers they dry out real quick. So anyway, hope that was helpful for you guys, and we shall talk to you soon. Bye bye.